Hey chat, how are we doing? Hello. Sound control, what's up? So I have a couple of base game ESO codes today. Sponsored by Simpo a couple days ago. Well, a couple of weeks ago at this point, but figured I'd do a giveaway. So this is gonna be for the whole stream. I set up a bot. I don't know if it's working. Wait, can I show this page? I think I can. So just type giveaway in chat to join the giveaway for base game ESO. Steam key. It was probably been a message for that. Ei skadetsöiden. Okay, let's see if it works. And I need to pin that. Wow, I suck at doing giveaways. This is the first one I do with this format though. And how the fuck do I pin messages? I forgot how to do it. Top of the morning, what's up, Pve? How are you doing? Trying to figure out how to pin my message. Maybe you can't pin your own message. Vertirum. Yeah. Mods. God damn it. I can't find it. I can only see the like there's a reply thing, but there's no pin message. Oh well, I guess someone can pin it later. I don't think I can close the browser. That's the problem. I'm gonna try. So if I close this and I'll just reopen the giveaway. No one joined yet, so. Okay, I can close the browser. Good. Good. 4v4v4 Kirspol. I mean, Kirspol kind of works in that format. It's not the worst thing. Okay, we go on PTS because I have some ideas. Maybe I figured out how to make the short werewolf work, but I'm not sure about it. Or work in the sense of where you can do something in duels besides just stalemate. So you kind of have to build around the static reverberation, right? And there's a set that should be really good with them. But I need to test it. See, it should proc from Shared Pain, right? And then you run the status mythic and you proc the overcharge from the Shared Pain and you proc the concuss from the static and you get Giga value. Hey, Saluva girl. Thank you for lurking. I typed a message earlier. Can you pin that? I don't know how to pin messages. Oh, thanks. And there we go. The problem is I tried too many things on this. If cabinet needs to be removed, that's probably at the end of the stream, but no worries. Dirum Pike. Where is Dirum? Dirum is missing. Also, I make some changes to the normal build. Because you could sustain forever. You don't need even the sugar skulls, I think. So this was the typical build. I also changed the health attributes on the armor. I need to change some of them back because I tried a full damage build. Or well, what was supposed to be full damage with like Orc and Soul and Mora Scribe and Savage Werewolf. And it was not too amazing actually. Hey Windhelm, how you doing? More rest. Stem Shock stack health and use ward next patch. I think so. I need to stack even more health than I did, I think. Because I tried it, but it didn't tank Werewolf. Then again, it was really laggy. I mean, it's always laggy on PTS, but I'll need to test on live to have a good idea. But usually I want my builds to be tanky enough that I can, even if it's a little bit laggy, I can survive. So it's not like one global miss and you die. I hate that. There to be a little bit of safety in that regard, but I need to change the all of this again. See, not bad. A lot of PTS testing as of late, but slowly getting there. Figure out the decay at least. Decay is in a good place. And the werewolf also works, but like this version when it's not laggy. Or well, the version that died when it was laggy was the one with the triglyphs and whatnot. But this should be fine. Also, Dummy House, we can drop that as well. Let's go for trainee instead. So we had 42k health, now we have 47, and we have 7% healing healing receipt from the food buff. I'll show you what the heals look like. It's like kind of ridiculous. It buffs the especially the well, both the Gotif heal and the burst heal and dark magical. Yeah, what's up on them? Werewolf, yeah, it's gonna be everywhere, unfortunately, next patch, I think. So our burst heal is 11.2k right now. Wait, it should be more than that. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the food. Also, what's going on there? Some glitzing. I'm supposed to use the new food and now it's 12.2k. So gain like 10% healing from that. dodge all here now. It's kind of ridiculous. Take some fall damage. That's a 10k heal from the strolling. And if you wanna get your stam back, just howl a few times and also heals you, of course. Ei, Krixus, how you doing? It's the Sork werewolf you were fighting yesterday. Well, not so if you fought the Gore version, but it's not really more damage, so it's something I need to try and figure out. I think I have an idea. So why did I loot stuff out of inventory space again? Tried a few sets. Diagna not really worth it. Also Plague Dog, not worth it on Sork Werewolf. The most healing you get... Well, the most healing you get is with the Diagna, but the most health you get is with Warrior Point. Get a bit more than Plague Dog and you get the armor for free, basically. It's way more value. Golem, nice. Didn't realize the hockey game was going on. Isanas, thank you for the raid. Thank you. How was stream? Was the vanguarding? Who was today's victim? Hey Didum, how you doing? Okay, let's not start insulting people again. Hope you had a good stream. On the PTS again. So what I think could be really good. And I didn't try this yet. Is if you do Shed Pain. Shed Pain in theory, if it should proc the class mastery a lot. But I need to test it. I need to test if the thing actually procs from proc sets. It should, right? Is skip defending it? No, I just dislike 3-way more. It's like which one of the it's like having it's like picking between two deadly diseases, except one of them is worse than the other. They both suck. What this game needs, I'm gonna actually show an example. What ESO needs is this. Find a video here. Okay, some random video. I don't know who this is, but you can skip the RP intro. This is what ESO needs. Not the ERP tavern, but the solo shuffle. Is this how you don't have bad matchmaking? You have one healer in its team and players rotate 6 rounds, and you gain or lose MMR based on how many rounds you won. Simple, very functional. No bullshit. See rounds 1, killing blows, damage done, you see all of that. Rating change goes up or down. New rating, blah blah blah. Hey Focus, how you doing? Support won't work because you cannot enforce roll queue. Not at the moment, but what they could do, because you have the roll system here, what you could do is just give penalties and bonuses based on which roll you pick. So like maybe if you pick a DD roll, you have 50% more healing taken, but 50% less healing done. If you pick healer roll, then you have 50% less damage done, 50% more healing done, and 50% less healing taken. So your self-heals are the same, but you can heal your teammates, and if you pick DD, you can't really heal your teammates, so no cross-heal shenanigans, or won't hopefully get too crazy. Tank roll probably same as DD, there's not really a tank roll in the SO. So there are ways to make it doable. It's just a matter of SOS being willing to do it. Like 20 people queuing at pick, what do you think they could do real matchmaking? The reason there's 20 people queuing, well, one is because we don't have crossplay yet. They're introducing crossplay next year, so hopefully after that there's more potential for that. The other reason why there's 20 people queuing is because there is no ranked game mode in this game. The biggest reason why people don't play ESO's PvP is because there's no reason behind it. There's no ranked grind or any end game PvP. There's just shits and giggles, and most people don't enjoy the shits and giggles when they're at the butt end of the joke. Like they're the ones getting farmed and by people who have played the game for 12 years. Like it's not fun for most people. Because they don't get matched against people who are of equal skill or experience. And that is what's killing ESO's PvP, always has been. And there's very easy ways to fix it. Other games have done it. And no excuses. Do I even need to get that? I can use the trainee here. I guess 2 light is still fine, because you have the magic costing heal, quite expensive, and you need pen. And crit sense. Hey Ed, how you doing? Want to queue for an hour? If it gave me a competitive fun match, I would queue for an hour, yeah. I'd do some duels meanwhile, or grind some achievements, or whatever. Solve some dungeon meanwhile. Would do that. 0 Xbox players at Darilo. Possible. Very possible. But who knows? Who knows? I really don't like this new meta, by the way. Where you're like supposed to put health cliffs on your gear and whatnot. Not a good thing. Okay, so this should be in theory should be good. Just need to test it. Wasn't this the status effects? If you can proc a static reverb from those. Don't think it proc from status effects, right? Because otherwise you could get concussed from the static reverb and... Oh wait, no, you can proc itself. It can proc itself because of the cooldown. So that won't happen. But it looks like it's not proccing from status effects. Or I get really bad RNG here. Maybe just skill and proc set damage. In which case maybe you drop the... maybe you don't do this stain in that case. Go back to Savage Werewolf. Proc it from the dot. It's usually quite a lot of ticks. It's instant damage every light attack. Maybe I'm just unlucky. I don't see a single proc here. Look at this one. Oh, also I'm supposed to be a Berserker Werewolf if I do this idea. Kind of forgot about that. The only problem with Set Pain is that it's gonna be very low damage against any burst build. I don't know how many burst builds there's gonna be next patch. It's like most are probably gonna be pressure builds. The stem socks and the fire DKs and whatnot. Okay, come back wolves. So now if I put the LSS on the dummy, it should proc the static reverb, but then again the burning and hemorrhaging should be proccing it here. If it proc from stage effects, and doesn't seem like it does. So maybe no disdain then, but disdain is also a lot of pen because of the side paths and force of nature. I think you're gonna have to run it. Disdain is way too strong with side paths. Very overturned. Can test if it procs from proc sets at least. I do the like light attack with Savage Werewolf. Let's change the morph to hey, Killmonger, how you doing? Needs to be in the Berserker. Yeah, 100%. Always get the way more value out of the passive one Berserker. You don't run out of Werewolf as a stem sock if you run the Berserker morph. I never run out so far in any of the dual-sided. The problem is I also have the Berserker Bleed broken the static reverb. So it's kinda hard to tell if it's broken from the Savage Werewolf or the Bleed. Those had a lot of damage. Ooh, I got an idea. So what we could do... It's not a guaranteed concuss right now. What we could do instead is run Symmetry. Oh, I poly destroyed it because I thought it would be useless. Fuck. How do I get it back? Because I could run that instead of the Disdain. But I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe you still do Disdain. Just because you need to make the random stage effects last long that you get from side paths. It's the only way to maximize the value from your force of nature. Like having another 5 piece basically. It's like having twice fanged on this build. Kinda crazy to not do that. So I guess we probably can't change much. Yeah, it's the only way to get the uptime good enough. When no one's online. Also, we still have more healing than the previous version of the build. Or, well, more healing on the burst heal. Onneksi tuplaja Suomella, uff. That's not good. I think Finland's got this though. Okay, this is useless against Tommy. But I can test the Shed Pain here, I think. It should be broken the static. Hey, BTU, how you doing? Where's the poison? Yeah, cutting defense as well. Need to get that. So I don't think I had it before. No, that's foolish of me. Does the spider not have any dot? Yeah, the overcharge should be nice, but kind of low rock sense, I think. So I was also thinking Symmetry would be interesting. Symmetry also buffs you heals. If you're below 50%, you get 10% healing from it. It should scale really well with the werewolf heals. Wow, they have no dots at all. Any mobs with a dot? Just trying to think, maybe some goblin. Don't have the base range though. This is also why the set is useless if you fight burst builds. But I don't think you have to worry about burst builds with 50k health. And a 20k tooltip burst heal, or 26k tooltip or something like that.
You'll fill the bill nicely.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call?
It's all dark damage, yes, but when I tried it, the proc sense was the same as an AoE dot, so 1%. So I think Sos thought of that, which is surprising. At least it was very few procs when I tried it. Okay, goblins, you better have some dots. Okay. The Dursok has dots, I see. The other ones don't. I guess. Oh yeah, we do have a giveaway today. It should have a high chance of broken here. It's low health, but I don't see the I see the set pain. Oh, maybe that was that was a crit of set pain, I suppose. Man, don't tell me it doesn't work. It doesn't work, fuck. That's a shame. There goes that idea. But this is why you test things. You'd easily think, oh, that's a great idea. Set pain's gonna proc like gazillion times per fight. Gonna proc a lot of static reverb, and then you realize that it doesn't actually work. Because proc cannot proc procs, apparently. In this case. Set pain even work in PV, it does... set pain is working, the static reverb isn't. I do have it there. Let's see how many Ovid charged. So 4 out of 63 with the charged weapon. That would make it a 1% proc sense a base, or 3%, something like that. Six would be 10%. We have the charged, so 3% base, something like that. So the single target dot. But the main issue, it doesn't proc static reverb, so whatever. Do you think cutting defense procs it though? Cutting defense should always be on then. One Sork. I think I've been missing that. We just test it here. The problem is it also procs the enchants though. And the enchants can probably proc it. I got 0 static reverb procs there, what the fuck? When you deal damage, you have 5% chance to deal 15 shock damage up to once every 0.3 seconds. But also apparently not with CPs and not with proc sets, so it has to be abilities. Someone to dot me up. No, I can test with the mobs here, no need to log in or anything. I think I already found out that it just doesn't do anything. I'm gonna unslot the weapons, so I don't proc the ensigns and I'll just stand there and... Oh, wait, inventory full? Why can I not... Oh. I just can't unequip the mace, apparently. Interesting. What the fuck? Okay, well, cool. I click equip on the lightning stuff, it binds it but doesn't equip it, and then it unslots my weapon. Okay, game is been weird today. It's just cutting defense now. Flashmaster is coming into June update. They are, yes. So in a little over a week at this point. It's not this Monday, but the next one. I don't think it's working. You do one light attack, it procs. Okay, this one's super low health, so the chance should be close to 100%, if not 100% at this point. But it's not broken. I do one light attack, bam, it procs. Well, that's unfortunate. Good. I mean, if you want to play only War and Werewolf, then it's good. War and Werewolf is dumb on PTS. There's no way to get even close to same damage on Zork. I tried yesterday, I get like 5.3 with the PTS lag and in duels, and the Warden one gets 6.3 or 6.5. Basically same build, and even if you try to change the Zork to be more damage than the Werewolf, the Warden Werewolf, like on Warden Werewolf you have 52k health, and the Zork when you go down to like 40k or even 30k, you still do less damage. Because on Warden you get 1600 weapon spell damage at all times, and you get the multiplicative Ares Cry 10%, plus the Ares proc itself, so that set is like 20% damage. And you have 15% less damage taken from the opponent. So all of that just creates a huge damage difference between you and anyone else that you fight. If you Vanguard a Werewolf next patch is on us, you will die in 2 seconds. I'm not joking. A Werewolf will gap close on you, howl you, and if you're not dead instantly, you will die to a dots. Right after you streak out. This is not an exaggeration. Oh, you're the werewolf. Vanguard werewolf. I see, I see. But the problem is that you also have to survive other werewolves. And they will do more damage to you. I would really have to min-max the shit out of... even like Stamshock werewolf to not die to the warden ones. Imagine like that and you're taking more damage than before because of Vanguard. Okay, let's see if this proc set can proc the static reverb. It shouldn't. The light act procs it? Right? Yeah, it's the light act that procs it. So is there no proc set that works with static reverb? What about some really obscure one? What about this one? There's no way, but I'm not tested. But surely there's something that they forgot, right? Probably not, but... There has to be something, some way to make the shock really broken. Besides the survivability aspect. Also, this set is still terrible, right? Oh, it's all direct damage, doesn't even affect dots. I see. But it feels like it's walking from the dots too. Wait a second. Is that a dot, right? Maybe it's not a dot. Makes a funny sound effect. Yeah, I don't think it works. Oh well. But if this procs from dot damage too, maybe... What if you did that plus like Dragon's Appetite or something? You proc it from both... Dark damage and dot damage. The Dorsak does a dot, let's see. Okay, we have the dot now, let's see if it... No, it's only dark damage, I see. Well, I'm officially out of ideas in that case. I guess it's just disdain and Savage Werewolf or something like that. Just max out everything. This should be max out. And cutting defense is not worth it if you don't block the static with it. Hey Gator, how you doing? Hello. Is there any weird CP that would be well for like defense? How big is this cell? 5k? It's insta broken. Start this game and want to be a werewolf. How do you do that? Oh, there's a... I believe nowadays there's a quest line that you can start in Clenumbra. Or any of the starter zones, so Clenumbra or Oridon, depends on which faction you pick. There's like a werewolf shrine, I think, that has the quest. Maybe you can pick it up in Crown Store as well. If you go to quest starters, yeah, you can find it here as well. So if you haven't picked up the vampire quest, you can pick up the werewolf one. And vice versa, of course. Werewolf next patch is going to be very, very broken. I think the best classes to play werewolf as would be Warden and Sork. Sork a bit easier for open world, Warden just for duels and 1v1s is much stronger. For PV, if you're into PV, then Knifed Werewolf is really good. But I wouldn't recommend it for PvP. I think we have Crixus online. Can try this against Crixus. Because I don't think I tried this day. I had Self-Soul Gore Thief and forget what the other build was, but you can try this with Berserker. How do you get the quest again? You open the Crown Store. It's here in the menu. And go to quest starters. You should find it here. No worries, no worries. There's a lot of menus in here, so... Also check the rift if there's any people there. Oh, wrong Mundus. Wait, I can change that in the rift though. Not sure which Mundus is best for this. Is it really Thief or should I be doing like lower Mundus or something? Get more pen. Thief gets us to the 33%. It's probably a good idea. You have to be a certain level. You didn't used to have to be any like certain level, but maybe they changed that. It could be level 10 or something required, but... Let me check. Oh, in any level, doesn't have to be any... You should be able to get it at level 17. Probably lower, Werewolf likes pen. But you also like crit sense. Kinda like both. I can try them. 8k and we have the Force of Nature plus... I should change the rates now. Device is not that great with lower Mundus. Also there's no one to duel at Rift. some care quickly. Can bot you if you want. Excellent, excellent. Good test if there's more damage now than before. There's one way to have more damage, but one more static reverb procs, but it's gonna cringe. Could run the quick cloak instead of using armor pots. This is like maximum cringe. So I'm pretty sure this works, right? Oh, you cannot use this while transformed. What? Really? Oh. Because otherwise you could rocket like this, right? I'm pretty sure. Has to be lower health though. Is life boring? Pretty much. What's the point? Like, I just also have to test builds for next match. Ah, there we go. You can proc the static reverb with the quick cloak from the skill scroll. What the fuck are these even in the game? I don't know. It's not a good addition. I can say that much. VMA record spamming consume quick cloak. Yep. I've saved up like 40 of them for a dueling tournament. But they forget to ban them. Fuck is a skill scroll. You get them in Night Market. Allow you to use an ability basically with the consumable. Still give cooldown potions it does, but it's only 20-second cooldown. So you can kinda rotate both. Okay. Let's see if we have any damage on this now. So most of the time you just wanna om nom nom with the spammable. Don't really want to click the burst hill. Only if you launch them. Oh, I forgot the rampage. Almost ran out of the ult there. Block the Dawnbreaker there. Okay, you get him. It's actually 7k DPS. It's the most I've had so far. More than the Warden even. What the fuck? It is less laggy today. Static reverb 10% there. Conquest 7.3. It takes around 3 presses to go off. Yeah, I had that a lot yesterday. Like if you check your CMX, you have the combat log. And you click here, use skill events. What does it tell you? Because yesterday I was doing duels. I would weapon swap, I would click my heal, and for like 1 second it wouldn't go off and I would just die. Then I check my combat log. It confirms I did click it. It says even it was registered and it was cast, but there's nothing after the cast for some reason. For like a second afterwards. It's crazy. Yeah, so it's happening to you now. That's why I hate PTS. It's really hard to test things. You always have this bullshit happening. Then what's happening? It's the best cheese next batch. What's the other cheeses? For duels, probably Warden Werewolf. Still, I would say. For open world, maybe Zork Werewolf, because you have infinite sustain. And DK is pretty good too, but you don't have the mobility on DK. Yeah, that was like damage-wise, that was a lot, but I felt like I could stay on offensive there quite a bit. Oh, also the food I'm using, it gives you block mitigation. I shouldn't have used the heal there, that was pointless. There I use it because I'm running out of stun. We have more damage with the rampage active. The value from the static reverb was really good though. You get 10%. I have to activate the rampage. I have to keep remembering that. Ooh, rip. Do die there though. I was in a roll though. Yeah, I get hit by a BFP there. Don't have the heals on dodge source, but 5.8, I mean, it's less than the Warden now. First duel was lots of damage, but second one we do a lot less. Looks like 50% time on PTS, yeah. The Gothic might be fine there though, because you get the heal on the at the start of the dorsal cast. You're gonna have to give up that for Disdain, or for TT Savage Werewolf. I need to get my ulti again. Less static revive this time. Didn't get him in execute enough. It's also a lot of RNG, like which stage effects you proc from the setup pads. I really hope they nuke setup pads. I hate this mythic. It like forces you to play things that you'd rather not play. It also makes the like Disdain such a must-have set on Werewolf, which limits build diversity. Rampage, but I lose a global casting them. So it kinda also gets you in trouble very often. If you apply dot, I don't think we did, now we did. We used Om Nom Nom here. Don't need to use the magic heal. You have to use it here to get stand back. Also damage 4k DPS is fucking awful. Wait, no 5k according to another DPS tracker. I wonder if alchemical poisons can block the static rev. They should be able to. And that should be better than using the glyphs then. Make sure we lose 2 stage effects, but we gain the poison from it. And we already have the stage effects, right? That's 2 ticks every second. A lot of potential static reverb. We have the extra damage now, but we don't have the dots because I didn't land them. That claw didn't land there, by the way. I'm maybe dead here. No, we're fine. Oh, overextends there a bit. .7. It's still more than before. I did 5.3 with the Gotif, I think. GG. But I can show the Warden Werewolf, it's just way more disgusting. This one can have more sawability if you do the in open world if you do the Gotif edition instead of this then. Wait, let me try the poisons actually before I log on the Warden. I'm gonna test if it works on the dummy first, but could be very interesting. It's easy to test without the werewolf, I think. Without the... So that's werewolf. And without entrance. I was unable to plot the night market. Wait, is it bugged or something? Why am I not proccing poisons? Hello, game. The fuck? Can you not proc them with unarmed? Probably not. So now it should proc right. No, it still counts as unarmed. Zero procs so far, but also zero procs from the light axe. Okay, there's one proc from light axe. I feel like the poison should have procced it already. Okay, there's the poison. Still nothing. Wait, Krixus, can I test this on you? It's a bit faster. Just need you to stand still. Need to lose some health though. There's the poison. Wait, too high health. Need to drop you. Need to drop you to like 50% or something. So I start getting the procs. Okay, so it should have a high chance of proc in here. But that's zero procs. Still zero procs. This passive sucks. Like, this is terrible. Doesn't proc from alchemical poisons. Doesn't proc from proc sets, doesn't proc from CPs. This is awful. Like, I don't know what else we can do to cheese it. When we saw the Warden, there was 5.7, it got 7k in one duel, but it was kind of fast one. I think we could keep him in execute in that one. Just for the comparison, like this is so much more broken in the 1v1s. Maria, how you doing? Does Pureblight have a chance next patch against Werewolf and other classes? In a duel, no. 0% chance. Open world also gonna be a bit annoying because as a werewolf, well, let me show you. It's going to Avu form. It's also tankier. We have more health as a warden, or about the same actually, 48k. But we have major protection with this this morph of the werewolf. And if you crouch as a werewolf, this is a, I think 28 meter stealth detection. You can spam it. So that kinda sucks for Nightblades. Who has any chance versus DK and Werewolf next patch? It's not looking too great for Warden either. Against Werewolves and DKs, but I mean, open world is probably fine. Like, you can fight around line of sight, drop some ice walls and whatnot. Lots of chill procs. I forgot to buff up there. The only thing you'll notice is that the sustain is a bit harder on Warden, which is gonna be more of a thing in open world, but you also have the Warden passive, so you take 15% less damage from opponents, which means that it's a lot harder to burst here than on the Sork. For dodge. I can want to test the other morph of the claw skill. And this rock perhaps. Not sure if on this one it's worth testing, but you can get a really high tooltip on that one. This claw swipe misses most of the time. Then you just lose a claw ball basically. But there's a channeled morph. We do more damage, 5.5k. Crick's just having to play a lot more defensive here. Almost. Oh, you also get 4k health regen from the rampage. It's like having another vigor up, kind of. Is 10 really better than Werewolf, even at Singlet? 100%. It's what allows you to have full uptime on the stage effects. My UI is a mess on this on PPS, but only see like full debuff bar on him, which also means that you get full pen from Force of Nature. It's kind of like having twice frame. Like on many builds with LSS, you have good uptime on stage effects even without this thing. On Werewolf you don't. So you only get the random box every 4 seconds. Sometimes I wonder if I even should be doing the claw skill. I just lose so many claw balls doing it. I used to spam the spammable. Apply the long dot that doesn't execute. Just fuck the claw skill. There's nothing important from it, right? You get a heal all the time, but it's only if you really need it. It has 6-second duration in PvP, they giga nerfed it on PPS. So I'm gonna skip the claw skill, see if this works better. You have to use the other dot though. The weapon passes carry over the werewolf. Only some of them. And they're bugged, I think. The bow expedition does. The rank 1 of the... I didn't know this. This was... Pelican mentioned this to me. The rank 1 of the Destro passive for status box and stores. But it's only 50%. It's not really worth it, I think. And that's it, I think, if I recall correctly. Mostly still Destro passive and bow passive, but you want dual for the max status effects with the signet. I'm doing more damage than before, by the way, on the Sork, while being tankier. Like way tankier. But it's still not a lot for some reason. I think when I open the weaving average, it's gonna show like half a second delay or something. don't know, it's kinda endless, I think. It is more damage than the Stem Shock. Stem Shock was doing, it's about the same though. The best pass on Stem Shock was more... I don't know why. Was more yesterday. Got stronger, more pressure, and it's so tanky. Yeah, it is like the tankiness is the most noticeable thing, I think. Why is there a bass like 800 milliseconds after light attack and there's no spammable here at all? Like, Royal Carnage was activated from the Q, that's the dot ability? Or maybe I applied here. Oh, you cast for... okay, I see. So do light attack. On a 3 millisecond delay. Reapply the dot. Bass is gonna delay it, but next light attack is okay, that's a bad timing, so I go for the rampage there, I guess. So did light attack, block, and cast the ulti. Just trying to figure out like what are the delays, like why is it less damage? When blood for blood versus that isn't fun, yeah, you really can't ever basically go for it without risking dying. Viewing average 0.192, it should be less than 100 milliseconds, but I don't think I did a heavy attack, I don't know why it... Is this the problem? Like it starts the compete as it considers you are doing heavy attacks and then you just don't get any abilities during that? Light attack 65. I was going after there's a bash. I guess the Repenter. I guess light attack Repenter. Okay, it gets the ability there. As it should. But where's the light attack? So I just lose light attacks basically. I cast the light attack, and then the game thinks that I'm doing a heavy attack when I'm just blocking and doing the bass weave. It even says light attack was activated from the queue. But there's nothing, right? This is so fucked. Cast of light attack was registered. Dot was registered. Cast of light attack was activated from the queue. Okay, there is a light attack here. But the next wave is completely just gone. 1 millisecond delay. This is normal. I don't know. I wish there was a way to see how many you miss. Oh, wait. Weaving errors. Number of times the skill activation wasn't followed by weapon attack or vice versa. 16, 38, 29. So I missed 180 light attacks. Even though I guessed them. Nice. And it says that you're like casting heavy attack when you're not. I did heavy attack once. You see, heavy attack was registered. Your cast of heavy attack was registered. Your cast of heavy attack was registered. Your cast of heavy attack was registered. What the fuck is that? Almost every weave, it registers a heavy attack when I'm just doing this, basically. I'm not doing a heavy attack. That is what I'm doing. Ninja Pulse, thank you for the raid. Thank you. I was to stream. Welcome everyone. Like look here, even on the target dummy. Every weave it says heavy attack was registered. I never press heavy attack. I press light attack once. I do LMB right mouse button into bass. And the game thinks it's a heavy attack. Maybe that's like what's messing up the weaves all the time. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome everyone. We're on the PTS testing some potential builds for next patch, but it's really laggy here. 4-1 almost there, nice. Void Biscuit, how you doing? Shapeless, hello. Lulu, hello, how you doing? Mitlin, how you doing? Hello Ninja. How's stream? Let's see if I get the light attacks here. I should get them, right? Yeah. There is a delay between the light attacks, like the 160 millisecond delay there. So even when they do go off, they have the BTS debuff, basically. But that accounts for like 10% damage loss. The weave's not going off at all because the like game thinks it's a heavy attack or something. That's the biggest DPS loss. I think here on the dummy, just one miss already in 15 seconds. I don't get it. But I can hop on some other character. Warden Wolf the way for a duels, I think so. What's up, okay? Midlin, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Lina, thank you for the follow as well. Hello. Could play the DK. I actually don't enjoy Werewolf too much next patch, I think. Like, just the playstyle is not really... Like, stack max health and... all of that is not my thing. I wish there was a way to build around 30k health and just giga damage. Maybe like max armor instead of the max health, but you're super encouraged to play high max health on Werewolf. And I don't mean high max health as in like, oh, triglyphs and points into health and all of that. No, max health as in healthy and health enchants on the gear and things that feel very counterintuitive and wrong. Let's try the decay. Should be more interesting. I should have probably spent ulti before, but I'll wait a bit before using ulti. is a Baylog build. So we're gonna want to save ulti and just try to leap and do a triple stack whip at the right time. This build can kill werewolves if they mess up or if there's a lag spike or something. And you can tank them as well. DK is still capable of doing that next match. Okay, I've had 5-hand ulti for a while, so we can pretend that I naturally got it, I suppose. And go for it soon. Try to time it. The explosions, okay, well, we have a lot of damage now for a while. I kinda hope that you just land the unblock the leap basically. Kinda fucked up the sustain there a bit. You can also do the heavies into stacked whip as well. I need a tracker for the wildfire. It's the new DK class mastery. This Pyre Maras. You do need Maras to survive on DK next patch. We got a stun there. Actually didn't want to get a stun. Bad whip there. It's kind of like a combination of dot and pressure. Or pressure and burst. Because you have the Pyre burst and stack whips, and you have giga dot pressure from the double dot skills you absolute and the with the class mastery plus Pyre burn, which are both like relics in terms of value. Okay, almost matching that with ulti. I don't land it unblocked, unfortunately. Have the extra damage, but I think it's about gone. Yeah, this Maras. Like werewolf is just pressure. It's not really any burst damage. It's just a ridiculous amount of pressure. I like having both. It's more my playstyle. Oof, not quite enough. Block the Dawnbreaker there. Got him. Good fight, good fight. Still, Rebas is really good. Because normally you kinda struggle with max sustain if you use certain rocks and you have to burst heal, you have to use your Heart of Flame, you have to refresh your Incinerate, like all of that uses Magicka, right? So you might not always have the Magicka to CC on cooldown, but if you run Rebas, you do have that, and you don't have the problem where people run trackers and just dodge all of your fossilizers. But if you fight a block build, I think you probably want to switch to Fossilize or certain rocks. Probably Fossilize is better. You get some damage from this, but Fossilize is minor breach and the... Oh, is the minor wellness well? Off the dots and whatnot. It winds up being more pressure, I think. Also, what's Grey Warden? And Lefty, hello. Do you think Werewolf is going to be a problem in PvP? Yes, I do. But use the... most use the Sork and Warden Werewolf. It's the class masteries and how they interact with Werewolf. And Shadowpath. Like there's some reasons why it's so broken. Or do you have this HP and also 24k plus resistance? Is it from class mastery? No, I have armor pots. Armor pots, Triune Jewelry. I think it's 3 heavy. 3 heavy, 2 light, 2 medium. Couple sturdy, some reinforced. The class masters, I can show those. We have the landslide passive, more healing, more damage. And the wildfire embers. It's kind of like a Relican in terms of damage done. So you get plus 300% on this. It's doing 1.7k every second. Barband's doing 2.4k. The Pyre Burst, which is from the heavy attacks, 4.5k was the biggest hit. So you can get some nice extra burst from that, but... yeah, nothing, like you don't get some Giga Whips on this build, unfortunately. Don't think there's a way to do that. You'd have to build very different, but... it's more like a combination of dots and the whip. I think you can also build around the block passive instead of the wildfire embers. So do the landslide passive and either this one or maybe even this one. You get Major Berserk and then just build around Onslaught. Onslaught into its scribe and whip. That would be the burst version. Wildfire and Inexorable isn't best on decay. On this kind of build, yes. If you want to build around dots, then it's your best option. Also, I probably shouldn't have the Absorb Stem. Oh, wait, no, I should have it, because I don't have Saturn Rocks. If you do Saturn Rocks, then this should be probably Poison Glyph or something. So wait, how much was the damage? Less than Werewolf. Do 4.6. Take 3.8. That's an 8k tick from Heart of Flame, which is it's on cast and every 2 seconds after. They made it scale based on max health, not missing health. That's why you build max health, by the way. Have good value from the Heart of Flame. I think if you don't build max health, you will just die to werewolves. They will pressure you down. She'll be lacking healing. The heart and home also scaling based on max health. Hervey, thank you for this up. Thank you. Salut mon ami. How are you doing? 10 days to wait for next patch. Yeah, I have kind of mixed feelings about next patch. I do like that there's class identity again. I'm not a big fan of subclassing, but I worry about the amount of werewolves we're gonna see, and some other broken shit like the max orcs is streaking infinitely in zero deal. You will never catch them, I think. 80% werewolves. It could be. I think the problem is the health scaling and the well, problem is the class masters first of all, but I would also like werewolf to be less about stacking health. I don't like that. I don't like how bad the other morph of the heal, for example, is. If you, I can try that. I'll sort the tulip. If you go full like damage stats on werewolf, you don't actually gain damage in duels. Like you lose damage. Health scaling heals are obnoxious. Need to be removed from the game. Yeah, like werewolf always had the health scaling burst heal, but it wasn't the meta really to. I mean, only for people who didn't know what they were doing, because they would be making troll tanks if they built max health. But now you can go max health and still do like 10k DPS to people. You should be able to do 10k DPS, but only if you build for normal stats, which is like 30k health and all that. But let me go stat wolf here. Just I have to change all of this. Oof. Stat wolf and run the other morph of the I need inventory space again, because I think we need a trial set if we do this. Also, another reason why you want to go max out is the class mastery. You don't really need the stam regen either. You never run out of stam as werewolf. That's another reason to just go max health. But let me see what kind of tool we can get. So right now that's 20.8k plus major vitality. You don't gain major vitality with the other move. Wait, is this even worth it over a Savage Werewolf? Probably not. I guess we can keep the gear as it is. This can't proc with Werewolf, right? No, you have to cast the Dark Magic ability. Blood Magic doesn't count, right? I'm gonna test that, just in case. Yeah, you don't get the exploitation proc, so you don't get the font of power, I see. Still can survive with pure decay in BG when you fight alone against multiple enemies alone. Yeah, you need mobility. That's the best way to survive as a pure decay. So you want to run wings. You don't want to play a build like I had there. You want to change a few things. You want to change the Rebas to wings and the sword and boat to ice stuff. Then just use the wings to have mobility. And maybe 2 Swift on the build, depends on your race. If you're Orc, I don't think you need the Swift, but otherwise you'll probably need it. Okay, this inventory space is an issue. Is there any universe where esoteric is good? Probably not. I mean, you could go really high max dam, but you still die to dot damage, right? But it's an interesting thought. Because your abilities are free, basically, and you get your stam back from the burst hill. I need to do some duels against other werewolves and see how much of the damage is direct damage. If esoteric makes any sense. Ei stiksteko, I didn't. Also, why am I going here? I have... it's not my live server house. Don't think I have a banker here. Oh, don't think we have a banker at all. What do I have in bank here? Can bank that. Oh, not gonna use that, that's for sure. Is there a class for werewolf that will be better than non-ideal werewolf pure classes? No. No, there's no subclass period next patch. If you see someone with subclasses, they are free kill. If you see someone with subclasses, kick them from your PvE group. That's the best way to put it. It's just not good. If you ask me, good riddance. I am not gonna miss subclassing at all. Hey, Kamal, how you doing? Why ice stuff in open and not sword on board? Because you need to be able to do the ice heavies for the damage zone. We'll be able to do like quick ice heavy, get the magic back for the Heart of Flame. Especially if you're kiting. Very often you, in outnumbered, you can't really always keep the magic up for the Heart of Flame. Like maybe you're stuck doing burst hills. Maybe you overspend your magic while on offense to get that 1 kill in a 1vx. You need to be able to recover from that, basically. Yeah, heavy attacks, and you also have 40k health, so the ice heavies are really good value. You just don't need them in duels, really. In duels you wanna keep the Heart of Flame up 24/7. You can never drop Heart of Flame in a duel. If you do, you die. In next patch, I mean. I mean on live as well, it's good practice to always always have Heart of Flame up, but it's like a billion times more important next patch. Okay, we have the right cliffs now. So maybe if you do esoteric, if you can sustain it, maybe in theory you can make up for the damage loss by just going stam attributes. In theory. And maybe against dots you sort of set like Weird Tree or something. Or Maras. And maybe the skill damage being higher makes up for it. And then instead of the skill damage, and you would also probably go for the totem of the heal in that case. Do it like this. so this was 20k tulip, right? The Helm was 20k tulip. Now it's 12k. Half of what it used to be. This is the one that scales based on offensive stats. Get minor berserk wall sword, we gain 12% damage based on our current health. You get less stamina back, you don't get major vitality. This is a terrible idea, I'm gonna regret this. But hey, for science, right? The things we do for science. Could try fight Crixus again. Oh, and also you can't use the food buff anymore. It has to be bewitched. And this without esoteric right now, but maybe you do that as well. 200 stam, we poly. Make sure that we never run out of stam. I think Savage and Ascent Grip will be viable for Camel standards for update 50. You should be fine until you fight a Warden Werewolf, I think. You can make a DK Werewolf, right? You have some decent passives. Oh, oops, almost fucked them. Do you need this one? So I think most, like if you fight Nightblades and Strokes, you maybe not Strokes, but Nightblades and like Arcanists and whatnot, you should be at an advantage basically. Maybe not against an optimized Sork or DK or Warden, but even if you do like DK Werewolf and Ascent Grip and whatnot, it's still better than like half of the builds out there next patch. That's kinda how I see it. This should also be... no, Impen is probably fine. Based on how high your current health is, so is this always 12% if I cast it at 100%? Oh, welcome back, Crixus. I'm gonna Giga Squishy build. You kill this in 2 seconds, I think. But let's see how the damage looks like, I guess. Except I didn't cast my spammable there, I think. I'm dead. Yep. It's like one Dawnbreaker lands, you die. How much was the damage? It's less DPS than before, because I can't stay on the offense here. But the damage is a lot higher on the spammables and whatnot. Hey Terakun, how you doing? Also we have a damage taken debuff when we use this. Wait, how is it 14k now? It was like 10k earlier. Ooh, okay, missed the Dawnbreaker. Damage is a lot higher though. I think. No, it still says 5k DPS. We had 7k earlier on the max out one. I'm using 1.7k tick. But I feel like if you fight a Warden Werewolf on this, you have 0 chance of surviving them. Damage is ridiculous though, what the fuck? RDH is asking if we can put in. Or we can go to my house if you want to duel there. It's not as good for duels though. Won't go in time was the damage rough. Yeah, but I would need this damage on a tanky build somehow. That's kinda how it feels like usually. And I think if I drop the Shattered for some like esoteric, then just gonna lose most of the damage, I think. It's not even that much. What are you running on this build? Shatterpad, Savage and Disdain. It's just different attributes and it's all squishier basically. But in theory you should be able to perma block on this. Oh, that's another Shock Werewolf. Yeah, you see like how fast we lose health there. But he also loses health really fast actually. Damn. I need to fight a Warden Werewolf to actually have an idea of is this just suicide or is this worth it? Increase your damage done and taken. Oh, RDH is trying the esoteric, I see. I don't think it provides enough tankiness. It's like it doesn't mitigate on any of the statuses. But it did make the statuses be like way more damage than anything else on this. Oof. That's some crazy damage though, what the fuck? I'm dead. I'm not dead yet. I'm perma-blocking. Big damage. Hey Muskas, how you doing? Went in Werewolf and second Tulip. Oh, okay, that explains. I mean, it's still a 15k heal and we do have 32k health, so this is mostly a normal build. Except when it comes to resistances and the damage taken. So it's like a normal build that gets one shot, basically, if you don't block or if you don't dodge soul. This is how it should be. But I feel like this just loses to a Warden Werewolf that has 52k health. Like even if you tape down the block button and spam the heal, you will probably just die through the block. That's what I worry about. So like any of this like cool theory crafting is gonna be rendered pointless by the existence of the max health meta. Crixus, how tanky are you on that build? What's the resistances and whatnot? Block with that is crazy. You can never run out of resource. Literally impossible. Look, let's say I block for Aegis and I lose all my stam somehow. I block for 5 years there and... Oh no, I'm out of stam. Well, let's get it back. Let's do a couple of burst heals. There we go. Ow. Okay. RIP. So spammed heals or do not dodge soul there, I guess. I thought I'd go for the dot there. 10k DPS, yep. Yep. Did you switch to... is this still the esoteric? No, this is setup patch, right? Wait, you're doing more than I do. What did you change on that? Oh wait, is this the... no, this is Orc still. You have Oaken. You did 10k with Oaken. What the heck? Hold up. Oh. Poison Sundered, Concussos. Frozen Weapon. Oh, Static Reverb, right? It's actually 11.5. That's crazy though, even with Oaken, these stairs effects are doing 2k. Didn't get to do anything there. Against Grixus, my stairs effects did 1.6 and Sundered was 1.1. Is it Oaken angle? Hey Beefy, how you doing? Damage bug with stroke passive is crazy. Yeah, it is. I'll show it here. This is all you need to do. You have a Psych skill slot, you have this passive. Concentrated Barrier gives you a damage shield when you begin bracing. And what the Classmaster does is it gives you a shield when you cast the damage shield. And apparently according to the game, having this passive and blocking is casting a damage shield. So what happens is you just get infinite shields. It doesn't show the visual, but you can see the 4.8k shield there. I don't know why it's... okay, there we go. Now it's showing the visual. Use the infinitely refresh the shield. You can also do that with the banner, with the damage shield script. You can also run something I want to try on Max Rock. Was running a double scribe with War Mage's defense, which actually gives you a pretty big shield. I think it's 5k shield or something like that. So if you use that as spammable, you could get a 10k shield every time you cast your spam ball, basically. It could be also interesting. Let me try Oaken. I want to see if it's... I would really like Oaken to be worth it. Then I can drop the Disdain. We can run something interesting like Mora Scribe. Which I need weapons for. Because I think you still do mazes. Or maybe you don't, maybe you just get mobility. We lose the burning proc. Or maybe poison is better, because you get people in execute and... I think we do doubled. Let's try if this works. Because you probably don't get long fights on this kind of build. Like they're just gonna be over fast. So it would be Savage and Moras. Make this charged. Switch to mastery back. I don't know, I added it already. Do I want Shockcliff if I already broke it from the... Probably not actually. Can do poison and flame and block the concuss from the static reverb. With double charged. Okay, so we have a lot of multiplicatives now for the... Off the damage, like we have a lot of crit damage, we have a lot of or this amount of pen with the lower mundus, too light, and we get 1500 crit chance and 12% crit damage from this set, which is really kind of a sleeper set when you run Oaken. If you compare that to Order Sweat, that's 943 and 8%, so that's Order Sweat 1.5 basically on this set. Many people run Order Sweat, especially like Night Blades and whatnot. Let's try fight Crixus. See if this feels like more damage or less damage. Than the Disdain angle. Hard to say, it was kinda similar. Maybe it's a little bit less damage though. That's also more healing than before. Yeah, that's the rampage. Then I can't use my spam ball. Just gonna use it to counter burst, but I don't get it after CC break. Let me check the numbers. Stack reverb 12%, that's crazy. 1400. Light attack 2.3. Light attack 3k. One KTX from 700. 1.6k, 1.2k. 900, poison 900. 101.1. Don't lose that much damage on these stage effects. What about the hemorrhaging? 1k? 1.1k. But now my DPS is out lower. It makes no sense. Is it the random stage effects that you proc from the Shattered every 4 seconds? Surely not. They do last for 20 seconds though with Disdain, and I dropped Disdain. For the crit damage. I don't know, need to do another one I think. Crit damage is still not super amazing on this one. No way around it really. Okay, that's quite a lot of damage, 7.7k. Ouch, indeed, 13% from static. The funny thing is, it's almost same damage as the Shattered. Okay, here I did more with the burning and hemorrhaging in this one. Let me get my... oh, I have enough ulti, it's fine. Oh, no. Was even blocking? Yeah, I fought RDH earlier, I dropped low health and just insta-fucking dead. Can't outheal. It's interesting, but I still think it's just gonna die to a lot of things. 8k DPS. It's a 10k spammable. I thought this one gets the execute modifier. It's probably like 7.5k without it. $7k and 6.7 on the second hit, so 13.7k without the modifier. Then you get 125% if you hit someone less than 25%. Yeah, 11k DPS. Balanced. What's the best race for Stamsog next patch? Oh, that's a good question. It really depends on the build. I think Dunmer's pretty good because you get the value on your offstat from conservation. Which is, by the way, why we can kind of perma block on this. So that's probably a good one. At least the duels don't last forever with this version. I could build Sork like that, like this, and just have the Warden as the cringe edition of the build, right? The Claw there. I lost the heal buff there. Oh, it doesn't track the duration on the action bar. That kinda sucks. It was only 5k DPS, but it feels like a lot more. Stop working at the end. Oh, BTS. I don't know how to sustain HPs on Werewolf. I think you just wanna basically, like, if you drop low, you just block and you do the burst heal, and if you heal up, you can just use the spammable basically to out heal. Spammable has a burst heal on it. Kind of a small one, but still, it's like having vigor every second. There's one that got so like that very often. I got the CC before me. Alright. I think if you drop low, you just can't recover. Because then the static reverb starts ticking in. It's 11.7%. I think you have to build for this as a Sork. Like, this is how you get more value than from the class mastery. You just have to build damage and Berserker, I guess. Hey Sage, how you doing? Looks disgusting, it is disgusting. But I prefer this werewolf than the Warden one. The Warden one does the same, but with 52k health. It's like really tanky with the 15% damage mitigation. I think the upside on Sork is just the sustain and the being able to perma-block, and if you get someone in execute, they're dead. Because in order to have the same damage as a Warden Werewolf, you have to like put your attributes into stam, I think. Even though like all of your heals are health scaling, but... or most of them. Because this one scales based on max health and the... Bite scales based on max health, but there's also less health to heal up. If you have less health, so it's not it's not like unplayable, I think. At least hopefully. That was too high to block heal, yeah. Let me try a fight against this. I'll hop on the DK. And on the DK I could tank other werewolves, I could tank the Warden werewolves. And I could even kill them with the Baylog leap, but I wonder if this is tankable, or if it just is too much damage. Which sets are you running? I had the Morass Scribe on the front, very underrated set. If you run if you run Oakensoul, which I also had on that, and we had the Savage Werewolf as the other 5-piece, and 1-piece trainee. Okay, let's see. Can I somehow tank this? Okay, just gonna do creed there. So we don't drop the execute, we're fine. Oh, rip. Doing 6k DPS on this too. Vibrant 11%. Vibrant is always 10% plus in every fight. Way better than on live. Or your Divines as well. I don't know if Divines is ideal. I had Impen on mine. You got 2 light and 4 medium. The problem with this is that you also can't block most of the damage. But if we're talking like open world, I don't think the werewolf can really die this because you can always kite this, right? Yeah, this can still tank it. I think the Warden Werewolf is still stronger. Because I feel like I take way more pressure from Warden Werewolf. But then again, like, Warden Werewolf doesn't have to really play defense. Or worry about surviving. Okay, I'm gonna start with high ult, so I don't wanna use the leap here. It's a bit BM. Gonna wait a bit. Unbreakable, not sure. Give him a little time to recover. The Rebels people are sleeping on that. Also, this is a lot harder for Stamps to stay into fighting against the best build. And having to Heart of Flame very often for the stamina. Okay, we have extra damage now for a while. How did I get off balance there? I don't have any. Okay, that was weird. I don't have any Eton Heart ability on front, do I? Oh no, I do. I have the weapons balance buff. I forgot about that. I've been doing heavies more on the front part too. Still very bursty with the Barbarian. I feel like the werewolf build was a lot stronger here, damage-wise at least. Okay, we also have to kinda build around the ulti. So I wonder how this would do with the Dual Scribe. Bit more dot pressure even. So I like how we're both red-bassing each other. Even though this is not really a bass build. Can I go for it? No, I'm probably dead because that's almost. But that's easy melee left, but it's not. Do I have the easy simulator tracker? No. For some reason. If this beats the werewolf and kinda stalemates the Bastrok and the werewolf kills the Bastrok, then you could say there's like rock, paper, scissors kind of mechanic in place, which I think is fine if they wanna balance the game like that. You delayed leap there. But I just wonder what's gonna counter the Warden Werewolf. What is strong against that? Because there are builds that this build is weak against as well. Like if you build for one-shot burst, I think React got me the other day. Some 22k whip with the Onslaught. Like even though we have 43k health, if you build the burst version without Wildfire and you go for the block and like Onslaught to 8 Scribe, then that can be very good against these kind of builds. So you can just either have the best mobility in the game or just stand out there and free block everything now. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't try permablock on the Stem Shock builds I did. Maybe that's a good way to go about it. Could try the Stem Shock. Or the Plar. I was supposed to fix this, but I don't know what to do on the Plar. So I kind of test the Werewolf more. Because I like the damage that we have now. Can be a Werewolf because it has a free detect bot. Oh yeah, you're just gonna crouch on Werewolf and fucking 15 pulse gankers are gonna show up around Okui or Sage for that matter. Sounds about right. Thanks with 26k whips. Yeah, because the armor doesn't matter. But that's still gonna be a playstyle, I think. But you do also have the dot DK, like what I was playing. And then against the tanky one-shot DK, I guess like range builds are gonna be good against that. I think the higher health werewolves are gonna be good against that. I'm gonna heal up before there's a fear. Now we can heal up with the spammable. Got him on the defense here. And rip. Air dates, are you on the same build with the Savage Werewolf and Moraz? Where's this disdain? Wait, I didn't accept. But Monomid, I don't think Monomid is bad. Oh, can't hit me. Yeah, I actually only took the... Wait, how... There should be a light attack here if I get the bleed. Shattered, I don't think it's worth. Twice Fang would be more damage than Shattered. Try damage, sure. I'll just tank then. I mean, this could damage this on block. And eventually I die. Like if I stand there and get parsed, it's not bad. That was twice Fang token, that's better. As 10k DPS on block. And that's crazy. Wait, this is an unblocked light attack, how? Is the first one or something? So this is all of the damage I can block. Still taking 2.8 from light attack. Still taking 2k average from the spammable. Still taking 600 to 1.2k static reverb. Except here, I don't know why, well, there's no block here, but... Bleed is 2.3. Wait, how much was my bleed with the... It's only 1.5. Wait, is twice Fang more damage than the... What do you run at the moment? You don't have Savage Werewolf. It's 1.6k. 2.5 crit. So minus 1.5k, I didn't get any crits there, I see. Oh, you didn't have Savage Werewolf on, oops. Yeah, that's kinda important. That's a lot more damage than the set I have, but mine is just buffing crit sense and... You wanna just test or do... You try to... Heal. I do have the damage taken from the heal though. Not really helping. But it's always gonna be on though. Yeah, if I stand still, like, you can't tank that. Some 14k DPS, perfectly normal. Or was it 14k? It says here 14... That's 100... Okay, that's bugged. I don't know how much it actually was. I guess 10k again, 10.8. There's the Savage Werewolf, more unblockable. At least doing 1.5. Yeah, Savage Werewolf is really good. 10% from the proc, and then you get 6% to all of your damage. Okay, let's do a normal duel. Just have a lot more damage if you didn't have Savage Werewolf earlier. Yikes, yeah, that is more damage. have to like block and dodge everything. I did 9.8. That's crazy. I'm curious about the damage differences. I grab 1.8k. Biggest crit. For me 1.9, so the crits should be a lot higher. My crit sense is a lot higher, I think. We have 41% with the charged. 28k resistances. I'm at... I didn't use the bot, I think. 24k. I didn't use the bot there. I probably should have used the bot. I'm way too conservative with the bots on this. 4 days, 6 hours of queue, 0 BDs as a group. Feels rewarding. What's up, Nobu? Yeah, group queue is kinda dead. I think most people don't play it. 21k pen in CMX. Wait, so I shouldn't even use the bots, I guess. Because they don't do anything. I get like 2k pen, 2k armor from the bots. Should always save the bot for a burst heal. Oof, couldn't roll in time. Rip. You should do the same opener, where you do the gap close into the dot. You can like start the fight far away, hold block, and then just open up the gap close. Light like 5k crit. Ouch. Yeah, I didn't get to do much there. Was the twice strength really better? Oh, yeah, I also do 5k. So it's about the same on the crits, but I get more crits. Like your non-crit damage is higher. So I think landing the claw is gonna be useful now. Will it dance? No. Good roll. We land the altar. And this is more like the werewolf that I remember from live. Not this like 50k health nonsense. It's a lot more fun to play. The duels end fast, one way or the other. It's not about dodging the attacks and whatnot. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use the rampage here at the start. No! I'm dead here, right? You have to like heal and roll. Okay, recovered. Oof, from 50%. Ouch. Wait, what was that then? 3.2, static herb, chill, frozen weapon, poison weapon. By the way, this would be better as burning, I think. You get minor maim, but you get more value from the burning, I think. But the swipe planet, right? And this is how you make the passive work, I guess. Like, look at the value from static. 13.6. Okay, let me try with the to have twice fanged. I need to bank something. I can try if it feels better, but
Speak.
one paper is insane value. Ah, but if I do twice fanged, then it's gonna be 6 medium, right? It's not the reason for more scribe. You have a bit less max health, right? 38. Wait, no, you have more max health. And you're still doing about the same on the crits. 2k and didn't crit any. Unlucky. How do I get 0 crits with 40% crit chance? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna test the Wise Fanged. I guess we do no light piece then. 6 medium, 1 heavy. Could also do stone. Get the pen from the owl, but it's not full uptime. Some Kamikatze wolf now. With all this damage. Oh, inventory full, of course. Okay, let's see. If it's more damage or not. A slow CC break. He's gonna get me killed. Rip. Kuinkas 1.9? Yeah, there's more damage. And I didn't even have time to stack up the twice strength, I think. I just wanna... Okay, test the damage. But maybe you blocked the conquest earlier. So it's only 800. Hemorrhaging should be a good indicator. 1.3. Fully stacked, and in the earlier fights 1.5. I don't know, it's hard to say which one is better. It's a lot more crit sense. It's a lot more pen. Maybe the pen wins overall. Oh, let's do an actual duel. Once you land the fear, it's gonna GG. If you land the fear first. Could light X do pressure? Yeah, that's true. Didn't crit any light there. Or previously. Crit one there, but that's with the Mora Scribe. Dodge until one hit, yeah. Dodge and block, and anything lands unblocked or undodged, it's GG in these fights. I like there it's over. Two-K static reverb. Lightac poly blocked. Is that 3.2k on block? That's the mistaken. 3k non-crit. What's the... Oh. Oh, there are 2k on block. 3.2k non-crit Lightac. Ei papasuko heidun. How Sork feels in the next update? I think Sork's gonna be fine in open world. Sork Werewolf, kind of disgusting damage potentially. We're testing that at the moment, but I think overall is gonna be fine. Also, I can get more damage with CPs. Hold on, let me get plus 10% or plus 8%, something like that. Still have focus mending. You probably have to run it. Have enough healing. This could be single target damage too, though. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Papasuga. Thank you. Okay, let me try full damage here. I dropped every semblance of defense I had left. Okay, did roll there in time. Have to outrange the fear. I'm dead, I think. I'm dead. Not dead. Because I roll in time. Oof, good fight, good fight. It's gonna be more fun on live because you can rely on the reaction times. I didn't feel like I had that much more damage there. Should have plus 10% from the exploiter CP when you're off balanced, and so the single target damage too. Hemorrhaging 1.5, hemorrhaging taken 1.6. Maybe I didn't proc Sundet for it, or didn't proc the Conquest. There's a lot of variables too. Oh, you're on heavy, I see. You do have a lot more health, 38. The fear first there? Yep, rip. Oh, rip. It's kind of tricky because you're in a situation where you kind of have to block and heal, but you also need to do the fear and try to counter burst. And the fear has a cast time, so you can't block while you do it. So during that cast time, you can just get nuked, basically. It's an interesting dynamic. Both be good on other classes, not really compared to Sork Werewolf. Warden Werewolf is even more broken, I think. That's my impression so far. Move in with the fear there. And that's, I think. I had 300 health left there. Okay, got him. Literally 300 health. Or I thought it was 300. 1.3? Okay, I saw wrong. Or it was desync, one of the two. Ran out of stamina. That's the problem with heavy. Can't dodge roll quite as much. Like heavy is a huge increase on dodge roll cost. If you check your dodge roll cost, mine is 2900, for you it's probably like close to 4 or 5k. It's actually possible to run out of stem on that. I wonder what the damage there. UK max taken 1.8. Demoralizing 1.5. Demoralizing taken 2.1k. We didn't have full stacks. That's 12, 1.3, 1.7 max. 1.3, 1.5k max. I don't think I landed the spammable there. It's a bit awkward. I'm dead here, I think. Maybe I can sprint out of range. Oof. They have stammed the dodge soul, but you also get your stam back by spamming the burst hill. And every ability cast is 2% of T33k. Let me try dual Sekabet. Sekabet's pretty tanky usually. I think he's on DK with Pyre Draken. He's not AFK. Ooh, also, fuck, I have my PV prog. I'm late. I have to end the stream. I didn't realize the time. Shit. Let me... Fuck, I had no idea it was 9 PM. Let me roll the giveaway win. I'll just raid someone real quick. I'm late for my PV prog. Had no idea. Just completely lost the time, lost the track of time there. So we have a new streamer giveaway thing. We had a couple of entries. 2 entries, so very good chance of winning. Let's see which one wins. Big winner. Is not working. Big winners. Why? Oh, it's just laggy. Okay. Okay, Pze has won. Congrats. I will send you the code, Pze, if you're still here. And we find someone to raid here. Amelie, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm keeping you guys waiting. Quick raid. MRK, okay. Thanks for now. See you all next time. And enjoy MRK stream. Bye.